Who are the imperialists to accuse others of terrorism? Thoughts on the barefaced hypocrisy and doublespeak of the real mass-murdering terrorists. It is always ironic, in the sense of blatant gaslighting, when the imperialists and our governments accuse their victims of terrorism, notably of late the Palestinian resistance. But every country that is singled out for invasion gets the same treatment, does it not? And, of course, our governments send their counter-terrorist police to raid the houses of British workers who call them out. If the civilized West, the Anglo-American and European imperialism, wants to talk about terrorism, let's do it in the language of numbers. The language of numbers doesn't lie. Let's take a tour through just some highlights of the past 4 centuries. Come and see. 100 million Native Americans. Who killed them? The civilized West. Anglo-American and European imperialism. 750,000 indigenous Australians. Who killed them? The civilized West. British imperialism. 40 million deaths in World War I. The civilized West. Anglo-American and European imperialism. German and Japanese imperialism. 60 million deaths in World War II. That's right, the victims of the civilized West. Anglo-American and European imperialism. German and Japanese imperialism. 80 million deaths in colonial India due to engineered famine, the consequence of rent-racking and drought without famine relief. Quote, I hate Indians. They're a disgusting people with a disgusting religion. They breed like rabbits. Famine relief will not help them. Winston Churchill, God bless him. 5 million Koreans. Yes, the civilized West again. Anglo-American and European imperialism. 5 million Algerians. Who killed them? The civilized West, French imperialists. 1 million Indonesians. Victims of the Cold War of the civilized West, Anglo-American and European imperialism. 3 million Vietnamese. Who killed them? The civilized West, Anglo-American and European imperialism. 1 million Iraqis. No one but them, the civilized West, Anglo-American and European imperialism. And that is before we get into the untold millions killed as a result of the African slave trade, or the widespread poverty that results from global super-exploitation by the Anglo-American imperialist financial systems, which arguably takes 40 million victims a year. Meanwhile, the imperialist environmentalist eugenicists content themselves with implying that the problem is that there are just far too many people. We wonder why they think that. Joseph Borrell's European garden is positively blooming. We've counted nearly 300 million victims in 4 centuries, just via a quick memory tour. Can we comprehend what that means? That means an average of 750,000 victims of violence and famine per year, not counting the ongoing Holocaust caused by preventable malnutrition and related diseases. 2,054 deaths per day, 86 lives per hour, and approximately 1.5 beautiful human beings every minute. No, stop. For 400 years. And this is undoubtedly an underestimation. This far surpasses the victims of mosquitoes and malaria, And we didn't even need to open a book or dig into records, nor to mention what's happening right now in Palestine and Gaza. The result? An astronomical number that separates the modern global capitalist imperialist system from all the crimes of extremist organizations and groups of whatever affiliation by an astronomical order of magnitude. They are light years apart, in fact. The European imperialists, of course, do not consider themselves extremist terrorists or describe their system of global slavery as such. They prefer the epithets civilization and democracy. These people have the audacity to talk about humanitarian motivations as they classify other nations and countries as acceptable or not, and as they add those they disapprove of onto their terrorism lists. The axis of evil, no less. The current capitalist, imperialist economic order of the world is profoundly unjust, and therefore profoundly unstable. Capitalism, as Marx noted in the Communist Manifesto in 1848, creates, above all, its own gravediggers. The British working class must lend a hand in this world historic mission.
Thanks for listening to Proletarian Radio. We aim to bring you the best Marxist analysis on current affairs, revolutionary history, and theory. Do like, comment, subscribe, and share our content to help us reach the widest possible audience. We are a small organization with limited resources, and we need worker support if we are to grow and fulfill our mission. If you are able to make a one-off or regular donation, no matter how small, please visit our website at thecommunists.org and register as a supporter.